Hey everyone, I'm Dylan, and today we're going to be going over a dynamic warm-up that's going to prepare you for a resistance training session. So let's get started. First off is going to be some directional hops. All this is going to be is just an exercise that's going to kind of warm up the calves as well as just start to get your heart rate up. What I want you to do is keep the feet nice and close together. Imagine a box to your front, to your sides, and also behind you, or you could also just put markers around. All you're going to be doing is jumping forward and back to center and into the different directions. So jump forward, back, right, back, center, back. You're gonna go back and forth between that about halfway through, about 30 seconds to 45. Then you'll do the same thing, but you're gonna go counterclockwise. Next up is going to be high knees. For this one, all you're going to do is you're going to stay in one position, and then for about 30 to 45 seconds, you're going to be driving a knee up to the chest and alternating which knee comes up with a nice constant tempo. So I like to keep hands up here just so you get a good idea of how high your knee should be going, but you're going to have your hands up, and then from there, high knees. Again, just a set of about 30 to 45 seconds. Next up, we're going to be doing some butt kicks. Same type of deal as the high knees, but this time what we're going to be doing is stretching more out of the quads. Now we're going to be kicking one leg back, heel coming up towards the glutes, and then alternating with a constant tempo that way. Again, another set of about 30 to 45 seconds. Next up, we're going to be doing some high kicks. This is going to be a nice dynamic stretch for the hamstrings. If you have the space, you can do it walking forward. If not, you can kick with one leg, take a step back, and then alternate going that way. For this one, you're going to have, I like to kick to the opposite hand so you have a little goal in mind of where you're going, but you're going to take a slight step forward and kick nice and high. I get a nice stretch on the hamstring. If you don't have the room, you can take a step back, and then you're alternating, kicking with the other leg. This one, a set of about 10 to 12 on each leg, trying to get a little bit higher in your kick each time. Next up, we're going to be doing a couple different variations of arm circles and arm swings. Starting off with the arm circles, what we're going to do is we're going to place our palms down, arms out to the side, and do small circles going forward. You're going to do that for a set of 10. Then you're going to move to a set of medium-sized circles for 10. Once you finish that, set of 10 large-sized circles. Once you get done, palms will now face up, doing the same thing, but now going backwards. So you got backwards 10 small circles, 10 medium, and then 10 big. Once you finish that, then we're going to be doing arm swings. First off, going across the chest. So across the chest, and then opening up to the side. Again, a set of about 10. Once you get done with that, then an overhead arm swing, so stretching kind of that front delt to the lats area, coming down, and then right up over the top. Keep the palms facing inside for this one. Next up, we're going to go over some banded exercises that's going to help with warming up the muscles in our rotator cuff. So, if you have a band, what you're going to do is you're going to grab the band and bring your elbow at 90 degrees. If you're holding the elbow while you're standing perpendicular to the band with the outside arm, then you're going to be doing an external rotation first. So keeping that elbow at 90 degrees, rotating to the outside, and then back to center. Making sure that elbow stays nice and tucked into the body. You don't want to pull away here. Rotate to the outside and back. If you're holding it facing perpendicular to the band with the inside hand, then you're doing an internal rotation. Elbow at 90 degrees, rotating to the inside, and back to center. Inside, back to center. Finally, the over the top, whatever hand you're holding it in, that leg will go down. From that position, you're going to drive your elbow back so you feel you're squeezing your rear delts. And from that position, rotating up, still keeping that elbow at 90 degrees, right back down. Right up, right back down. For this one, a set of about 12 to 15 of each of them on each side. If you don't have a band for whatever reason, you can always use a very light pound plate. Same position for the external rotation, for the internal rotation, as well as the over the top rotation. Next up, we have some banded side steps to warm up the abductors or outside of the hips. For this one, all we're going to do is we're going to put a band right above the knee. We're going to set our feet about shoulder width apart. I like to keep the hands on the hips, and they're going to slightly bend at the knees and then take steps to the side, a nice far step here, and then a replacement step with that back foot, making sure you don't lose the tension in the cable. Step, replace, step, replace. Focusing on keeping the glutes engaged the entire time, about 12 to 15 one direction, and then 12 to 15 back the other direction. Next up, we're going to be doing a knee tuck to lunge with a trunk twist. So a nice little compound dynamic exercise that's going to be targeting a group of different muscles. So for this one, what you're going to do is you're going to start by picking a leg. You're going to bring that knee up into the chest nice and tight. From that position, take a step forward into a nice deep lunge. Whatever leg you stepped forward with, you're going to do a trunk twist in that direction. From there, I like to lean forward, keep the chest up so you get a little bit of stretch out of that hip flexor. Bring the hands to the ground, then straighten the legs, a little stretch for our hamstrings, and taking a step right back. From that position, alternating legs each time. Hug the knee in, lunge forward, trunk twist, hands go to the ground, straight leg, and back to center. That one, about 5 to 8 on each leg. Finally, we're going to end our dynamic warm-up with a nice explosive exercise, the box jump. For this one, what you're going to do, feet are going to be about shoulder width apart or whatever you find to be your comfortable squat distance. From that position, you're going to slightly bend the knees on the way down, bringing the arms back, and then explosively coming up onto the toes. You can throw your arms up in the air, landing nice and soft onto the box. Right down, nice and soft feet. For the box jumps, about 2 sets of 5 to 8 in total. And that's going to do it for our dynamic warm-up for the day. I hope you found these stretches helpful. As well, you should be all ready to kill your resistance training session.